Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and this is Tennis Manager 25. And we are back with a little look at what post Wimbledon looks like. Um, Not the best, to be fair, but not too bad. So a couple of our entries, Hannah and Moise, did go through the qualifying. Both qualified, both got knocked out in the first round, kind of as expected. So it's a little disappointing because you always want to try and win probably one more match than you're supposed to. Um, I do feel that was exactly kind of our level, so getting knocked out but qualifying that fits. It fits. I can't be too mad at it, but I always want that little bit more and get a little greedy, especially on the grass as well. That's not a good surface for us. And then into the juniors, Moyes was automatically entered into Wimbledon juniors and ended up winning. And Jana went into the girls' side and got knocked out in the round of 64. So not the best for her, but everybody kind of played their part and did what they needed to do. And so we're now kind of all over the place in terms of schedule, but you can see we're kind of okay right now. Everything's quite okay. Hannah's going into Bytom, which should be an interesting tournament. This should be an interesting tournament. It's a little Pro 50. Um, but yeah, we're you know what's this Rookie 35? Yeah, so Rookie 35 Pro 50 should be pretty good. And if we can win this one we've got coming up this week, we hit our goal, and then we're probably just done in terms of goals. We're so close. A couple of good tournaments from Hannah to solidify that top five spot. Jana to solidify top five spots. Hannah, like I say, winning one of these rookie tournaments, then she can push back up to the main tournaments. Michael Antonius is fully kind of done and in a really, really good spot. Should be able to hold those without much issue. And then, like, Moyes just needs to get up to a Pro 75 quarterfinal, which I do believe he can do. So I feel pretty comfortable where we're at. Got to be a little bit of a bit of care here with Moyes, so I want to go into his training first and just completely kind of downgrade this. Um, Kind of want to just keep him in a good way, and I'm trying to think what the best way to do that is to keep his form up, but just rest him as much as possible. I think a little positioning would probably be good for that. Like, it's tough to get your form up without like putting in a hard shift, but I kind of haven't really looked at that side of things too much, and I want to see if there is something that would kind of work for that. So, like a positive self-talk, like why not? So I care every day, a rest every day, a little bit of a work every day. I think that's all kind of cool. Yeah, I want to keep that as rest. Really, Like I say, I think just keeping this as low impact as possible is probably going to suit very well. I just don't know what we can do that would help. Maybe a little return positioning there. Something like that, just not super heavy intensive. All these are kind of low. We've got a lot of care, a lot of rest. Shouldn't tank our morale. It should keep our form up pretty high. And it should get our physical condition back to where we want to be and kind of protect this injury as well. So I do feel this is kind of what I want to do. I'm guessing it'd be better to have the activities, then care, and then rest. That's what I would expect. So I'm going to actually think about having these down. So we've got a surface mastery, which is quite intensive. I don't feel like I need to be quite that intensive. Um, yeah, maybe that. And then again, we've got defensive baseline, which is kind of more than I would want to do there. I think a long swim might be better and really help with a couple of things. So every day we'll do a little something in the morning. We'll have a care in the afternoon, and then he can go rest. And then on Sunday, we have a little care session in the morning. He can rest up, get ready. We'll travel out the next day. I think that just makes a little bit of sense to me. I hope it does to other people out there. And if it doesn't, please do in the comment section. Let me know why not. And we will see kind of how that works out, and we'll learn our lessons from it. But we do have, this week to prepare these people. So, that's kind of fine. Yana, I feel, is kind of okay. Her form's not great, but that's kind of fine. Yeah. And I think the only thing I want to put in here is going to be powerful ace. And so I'm trying to think. What that would actually be here. Probably instead of approaching the net. I feel fairly good about that. So I'd like to add that to hers. We have powerful serves going in with Antonius. And Hannah's actually in the tournament, so we can't do anything with. But she's in great form, great morale, great fitness. And I do feel that these are kind of two people that we're still working on developing, but they're really close. I feel really, really close to making a big impact. And we'll see. Next season, I fully expect everybody to be on the senior tour. So there is that. We can recruit. We're not going to. I haven't played in a couple of days, so I'm going to just quickly check and see where we're at. Because I know we've got a loan to pay back, but we spent a ton of money. 25 and 30 days to get level 2 on all our courts. That's right. I remember doing that. All our upgrades on medical side of things have come through. And yeah, I just spent money on here, didn't I? So I got 12 days to the museum. We just got the conference room upgraded, and we got the heliport and hotel. The next level of that is coming in 2 months' time. So pretty solid. Pretty solid. I think we're full on most of these. One physio, one trainer. So yeah, we need one trainer and a coach. If we were to add somebody else in, we would need a trainer and we need a coach to handle these two probably. Because it's easier to find coaches that have the tactical and mental abilities. Because we're only looking for then 3 things. Mental and tactics is highlighted in this. And management side ability to motivate in this. That's going to get us someone that's good. And then the difficult one really is the technical training. And the physical training, not so much. So, yeah, if we really wanted to add, we could add one coach and one staff member, which is coming through, but it's the only place for a coach. We've got staff members coming through. We've got space elsewhere. So, yeah, if you've got any names that I should check out, anyone you feel could be quite good, this is kind of where we're at right now in terms of who we're scouting. Out of these, I think Alicia Nduku might be a solid choice. A lot of work needed, but definitely seems someone that could be a real good option. We got all these people here as well that we should get some scout reports on. Probably trying to look 16 or 15-year-olds, trying to put them into the juniors next season and grow them slowly. So if we are going to add anyone, that is the likely idea. And then here's the current list of people that have been scouted. So, yeah. If there are any names, then do kind of let me know suggestions. But that being said, we are going to jump into this first match at Bytum. I do expect to win this. If we don't win this, I'm going to be a little upset because we're probably so much better than this competition right now. And we're competing at such a higher level week in, week out that, yeah, not being able to win here would be kind of bad. And it would mean that, we're going to have to try another rookie tournament just so Hannah fulfills her goals, even though she's won higher level tournaments already. So, first match of this. Give up a tiebreaker in the middle, but 6-3, 6-2. Pretty solid. Not too bad. We do like to play full sets for some reason. We don't like winning in 2, but then we have a qualifier outside the top 1,000. Should be easy again. 6-3, 6-1, and give up the middle set on the tiebreaker. Par for the course. That's what we like to do. Wish it really wasn't. And now the number 6 seed. Now we're starting to play, solid players, at least for this tournament level. And it should still be fairly easy. We have not played them before. Can Hannah win in 2? Nope. We win 6-2, 6-2. We lose a 6-2 as well, though, in the middle. We definitely have a pattern of play on the way we set things up, for sure. And then Mia, who got a little buy through into the semis with a forfeit. Probably should have got through, but a little bit tougher for us. Opponent that's well rested, and this is 6-4, 6-1. Hannah finally puts someone away fully, and that gives us the final against Luzina Giovanni, the number 2 seed. This is the way the bracket was built, to expect these two to meet in the final. Not a lot else went the right ways, but this one has. This is going to be slightly tougher, I think, than most. We have lost to her before, but again, we should win. And we lose 6-1, 6-2. Just, I don't get why. That was so one-sided. So one-sided. Ugh. So we were fitter. We were fitter. We're probably a better all-round player. And for some reason, whatever it is, we just didn't win. I don't know why. I really don't. But it is really, really annoying. And yeah, we're almost ready to move up, but we're not going to. We're not going to. Serve power up for Antonius. That's great. We needed that. That's why we kind of added training slowly here and there, trying to get his serve better. Just consistency from Yana. We like that. Control and anticipation. Yeah, Moyes is turning into a problem. Moyes is turning into a little bit of a problem. Yeah, Hannah got to the final in Bytom, which, if we don't win one now, it isn't the end of the world. I think it's, you know, it's still good satisfaction. And similarly, when Moyes goes into his tournament, if he doesn't win it, it doesn't matter. Semi-final doesn't matter. Quarter-final, to a certain degree, wouldn't matter. You got to around the 16. He only really needs to win one match in this Pro 75, and he'll be pretty okay. So, yeah, I don't hate it. Like, these two should be good. Hannah is okay. We can max out. We probably don't need to, but we can. And Moyes is about to kind of put himself in the right way here at the Prague Open. So we've got a very interesting one, but yeah, should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Okay. Not going to overthink it. Not going to worry too much about it. So not too much changing there. With Hannah moving up 10 spots, which is nice. Having dropped down like that, and Moyes gets knocked out immediately. That's not what we wanted. And that's not what we expected. Okay, the board has decided that we get a 15% revenue share. Okay, I'm well aware. I'm like we're well above that. Not sure why that's included in here. Is that new? Was that not here this year? Maybe. But yeah, I think we're okay. We're just spending a lot on the business center to build it. But now we're starting to see, how much money we are making every year. Or every month, sorry. So I think we're in a pretty good place at that point. It's like 350 grand a month. And I think we'll be outputting about 150 to 200 a month. So that's healthy growth month on month that's just going to get even better. Even better. So Kwame didn't do great. Hannah's gluten intolerant. Okay. Like, does that change things? Does that kind of really mean anything? Is that going to help in some ways? Is it going to hinder in some ways? I have no idea. It's nice to have that as part of like a living, breathing world. I just don't know if there is any kind of mechanical side to it where it'll affect things in any way, shape, or what. So, okay, interesting, interesting. But yeah, Kwame. I guess I'm just a little disappointed here. I guess I'm just a little disappointed there. That's fine. I think we're booked out for a little bit, right? Or are we not booked out now? I got week 32, week 34. Wait, what's she qualifying for? The US Open. Okay. She probably doesn't need to qualify. Yeah, and that takes us up to week 37 for the World Cup. So we got you booked in there. You booked in there. US Open qualifiers. That'll take you through until the World Cup. Then when are you booked? See, I didn't see it because the game doesn't show. But yes, you're booked next week. Then you're booked 35. Then you get a week off, and that takes us up to the World Cup there. And then you're booked in the Rookie 25. A Rookie 25. And in Open instead of the Grand Slam event. And that takes you through. Okay, so we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks before we need to really book everybody again. So that's fine. But the boys are both playing. The girls are both prepping for their next tournament. And by the boys playing, I mean the boys have both been knocked out pretty much. And so we're about to go back to the girls on this one. So, yeah, everyone's looking okay. Everyone's kind of holding around their ratings. Everything has been accepted. So, rookie 25 for what, week 35. The junior 300 for week 35. And then we've got the qualifiers in week 34 leading into the US Open Grand Slam. Solid training from Antonius, just little gains, not too much. Yana, some big changes there. Kwame training quite well, and Hannah getting that balance a little close to going up. So, okay. I don't mind that at all. So, again, the number 1 seed, a little Pro 50, which I think is possibly too high because we want the rookies. But we are doing okay. And Yana wins her round of 32 as well. That's what we like to see. We have beaten Sonya before. And again, we're going to give up a set, but we're quite comfortable. Apart from that, Yana gets knocked out, sadly. And again, I don't think really we should be, so... Yeah, a little disappointed with Hannah still. Little disappointed. Not kind of sure why, but yeah, it's not really kicking in yet with her coming through and being an actual menace like I know that she will be one day. Yeah, her form does need a lot of work, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use to boost that. Positive self-talk, I guess. So she's not going to be playing games here, so she might as well be training a little more instead. Yeah, at least Moyes looks pretty good. Michael looks pretty good, ready to go for their tournaments. Hannah's still in hers. Yana just underperforming for some reason. Number 1 versus number 8 seed. This side of the bracket worked out as expected. Number 3 and number 4, that is kind of how that was expected. And the number 6 seed here. So, sure, the 7 got knocked out and the 5 got knocked out. The 2 got knocked out. Bad day for high-ranking Czech women, I guess. Because that's someone else along with Yana that just got knocked out. Talking of knockouts, Papa Michel, 6262. Dukwu, 4-star with a 3-star potential. So not amazing. 3 seed Lonnie Kung. This is probably a little more even. And yeah, we're not quite going to get past that one to win. But yeah, I don't feel too bad about it. I've got to be honest with you. I don't feel that bad. I think we did okay. We did kind of enough for me to feel comfortable. So another semi-final in a Pro 50. For a week 36 girls 500. I guess I'm gonna say yes. Antonius in a Pro 100 is just wild to me. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to that. I just yeah, that's just wild to me. So at week 36, it's gonna be really kind of tough for her. That's for sure. So I'm guessing she'll play then week 39. So we're coming off the little break here. Then week 39. What are we going to do for you? On the week 39. Florence seems a good option for Kwame. And then Sao Paulo. I guess because we're kind of towards the end of the year at that point, there's not much else in terms of growth. And the higher we're going to be ranked anyway, the more I feel we might have an issue with next season's objectives. Because they do seem to be an ambitious bunch, to be honest with you, in general. So we're so close to kind of nailing satisfactions. I'd love to be able to do that because I do believe we're not up on contracts on everybody. But yeah, like Hannah's getting into her last year. That's 27. So is Kwame. And Yana and Michael are okay. But also we're not on great terms with Yana. Michael kind of likes us. Kwame's okay with us, and Hannah absolutely adores us. So that is something else to keep an eye on. That is something else to keep an eye on. So yeah, that's not bad. Yana's actually up into the top 5 again, which is nice. You know, Michael is closing back in on the 500s. Moyes is almost in the top 250 again. Which is kind of big. He's closing in on Hannah's position, so yeah, really interesting. So let's see. Both the boys get through the 32. And Moyes gets knocked out. Okay. He gets knocked out in the 16, but he did make a 16. He did make a 16. So surely this should now be round 16. So hopefully that'll update a little bit soon. And the best thing is he got knocked out, and so he's not super tired and going into those qualifiers. That should really help him. That should really, really help him. I am going to change, and I'm just going to go powerful ace. And slice wide serve. So we're going to tire him out a little bit. But he's also got this time to recover. And then go into a couple of qualifiers. So I think he'll be okay. It's a little bit of risk, but it's, to me, I think it's kind of okay. So Michael is the one that's doing a little better at times. But round the 16, a little quarterfinal. It's not bad. Grass courts are up. Hannah's working on things. Moy's working on things. Yana's focus goes up. Hopefully that'll help her out. Hopefully that will. And then we're coming out into the indoor season. There we go. Don't need to mess about with too much. We set up for the week. And we have probably, I think, about 100 and change in terms of the money we've had this month. So I feel it's going pretty well. Let me know in the comment section what you kind of think is good or bad right now for us? Do we need to change players, drop someone? Do we feel comfortable with, where we're at? Are we progressing too quickly, too slowly? Are our facilities keeping up? Am I spending too much money there? Are we making enough money? Do I need to kind of push to develop the business side even more to make even more money? You let me know kind of how you feel on that. But yeah, they'll qualify for the US Open with Hannah. Lois Boyson is a very good player. She is ranked about the same as us. A few more titles, a little taller. Our all-round game is being a little stronger than her. And we do win 6-3, 6-4, but that was a tough one. And Moyes gets knocked out of a qualifier. He's not going to be playing then in the US Open, which is a shame. A real shame. Ha. So he can do that. And we're just going to try and get him a little bit better serve. Now he's kind of up against some really good people. I feel like that might make sense for me. Wait, where are we? We're down here. Okay. Number 7 seed. 121 in the world. Elena Gabriela Rus. Okay. And so Hannah's not going to make it out of qualifying either, which gives her plenty of rest now. And I don't think, yeah, there is anything that we can do. So we're already booked in for the Sao Paulo rookie just to finish that off. So I guess we can already start changing to heavy schedules. Same questions quite a lot. She looks like what the person that was on like 98% physical for like. You sure she looked tired? Maybe you're tired. Maybe you were looking at the wrong player. I don't know. Um, no, she's not fatigued. She's nowhere near. Ruse was better. Like that's it. I don't get these questions. She was at 98 going in. She's 69% coming out. She wasn't fatigued. She wasn't super tired. I don't fully understand because we might be getting the same questions on a lot of these um, interviews, but at least they've all kind of made sense. So, Kwame's got to play in the boys' Grand Slam. Can we not like with her? Like auto booking is off. And he's just outside the top 250 players in the entire world. Can we stop forcing him into the junior Grand Slams? He's not a fucking junior player anymore. He isn't. And it's screwing up my booking, something terrible, because the game is forcing us to do something that we could refuse in real life. I don't get it. I don't understand why that's a thing. Offer the spot. Tell me the reason I'm being offered the spot. Let me make the decision. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Yana gets to another quarterfinal. That's solid. Yeah. Oh, like the game does so many things really, really well. And it just does a few things really that annoy me. And it kind of really makes me struggle in places with this game. I want to really like it and love it, be ready to play, have fun with it. And it's just at the moment, it feels like hard work, and it shouldn't. Like none of this should feel like hard work. So yeah, yeah, little annoyed with it. Week 39. 40, 41, 42, 43. Yeah, I mean, I don't kind of know what we're gonna be looking at, but I feel like we're definitely gonna be playing week 46. So I'm thinking we should be playing 46, 44, 42, and then 40, maybe. Maybe. So that would give me, that'll give me 4 tournaments and 5 here. And we wouldn't get that 20 tournament bonus. See, I feel it's going to be tough to give Hannah 6. It's going to be impossible to give Yana that. And nigh on impossible to give anyone that, really. Antonius has a shot. Antonius has a shot. So he needs 5. He needs 5. So there's 1. 2. 3. No, that's too soon. I thought about it. I did think about it. 3. 4-5. You're not gonna get a ton of rest, son, but that is what it is. That is what it is. Okay. Okay. So we would need 8. We got 1. We got 2. We've got 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 1 week off. She would be absolutely destroyed if I even attempted that. And so I'm going to just do... Yeah, we're going to go for the 500s. Uh... Yeah. No. It's difficult. It's difficult. I think week 41, week 43, week 45. That's just what I think we should be doing. Hopefully, we should be in the girls' finals. I think that makes sense. For Antonia, I think it makes sense to assume that we're not going to be in either of these. Kwame. Kwame is interesting. Kwame is interesting. And we need 6 here. That's 1. No, wait. Here we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 2 weeks off. Oh, yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. I don't love it at all. So we've got 2 basically. We got 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So I know we're going to be tired coming into it. Oh, it's so tight. It's so tight. It's so tight. Yeah, maybe. Maybe hundreds and above for Hannah. Um, like I don't know. I just honestly I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, And we got this week in the middle. There's a bunch of qualifiers, and I don't know if there's a better place to go. So let's go 1, 2, take a week off. No, let's go 1, 2, 3. Take a week off. 4, 5. Because we don't know what we're doing in this one. So what do we choose? Why don't we choose just not to go here? It'd be really nice if we could. It'd be super great if somehow we were in there, but we really shouldn't be. There should be no way that we get those. So let's just end the season at nonce. And let's move that here. So we're playing a little backed up, but everybody has some tournaments planned. So we're in week 36. Or about to start week 36. And so that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Antonius, which is what we need. Yana needs 8. And we have 1, 2, 3. She's going to be ruined. 4, 5, 6. I would literally have to register her there and there. And hope she doesn't get injured to fit those goals. And then Kwame and Klugman need 6. They need 6. One of yours is juniors because the game hits me. Right, where's the... What am I drawing for the juniors? Was that 39? I'm going to be in 39. Okay. So we're not in anything there, but we're in... Yeah, week 38. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Hannah needs 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we shouldn't be going up for those ones. We shouldn't be going for those ones. I know it. I understand it. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 'That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm trying to space them out a little bit. So we're in 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Gives us a chance to sponsor objectives. We have been focusing on training more than anything else at the moment, which is both good and bad. And here we go. Without any money going into buildings for August, you can see that we're spending like a little over 200, 220, and we're making over 250 on the medical center and business center with still like 3 outstanding upgrades to go in. So the sports center, tournaments, and youth and scouting center is all pure profit, and that gives us a good profit there. We should be okay. I am a little worried about the schedule. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for us to push this hard and to be really kind of looking like we could be, you know, maybe getting injured, maybe not, but I don't know. Yana's up into the top 3. That's great. Antonius is rising really, really well. Kwame is no longer the number 1 male player. I'm very happy with that because he's up to the 252nd men's player. And Hannah is firmly inside the top 200. We're doing okay. Agility for Michael. Speed and anticipation for Yana. That's big. Serve spin and counter for Musa. Or Moise, sorry. And nothing for Hannah. Okay. Yeah, your form sucks. Your form does suck. So World Cup. That's all fine. That has been accepted. Lovely. And I am going to refuse all of these entries because I don't care. Frankly, I have my schedule set up. We're going to go light if we can with the training to a certain degree, and we're just going to power on through and hope we don't get injured. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. You're in a World Cup tournament. Literally nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Does that at least count for as a tournament for you? It might have done. It might have done. It might not have done. Biopic on Gustavo Kuerten. Okay. Knocked out in the round robin. Cool. Registrations have been accepted. And then we're gonna what? You know what? I'm gonna go and accept the week 40 and then just see kind of what comes up, but like she's gonna be dead. But it will mean that I can probably take this one out. Or this week. Yeah, more likely this one, week 44. I think that makes sense to me. I think that makes sense to me. So I should be able to take that one out. I don't get why. But if we do, then we do, and that's kind of fine. Junior opens. Please get knocked out early. Okay, Yana didn't get knocked out early. Moyes didn't get knocked out very early, but a semi-final is pretty decent. It is pretty decent. Wild cards we don't want. Forehand for Antonius, that's good. That's something that needs to go up. Moyes gets a bit more focus. Consistency on the serve from Hannah. Not bad. Not bad. And yeah, we got some issues coming up for sure. Please, everybody get knocked out early, apart from Hannah in this one. 6-4, 6-4. Why'd you all have to win? Antonius doing right. Well, then lose your match. Lose your match. Like there's nothing else to it. Hannah, go play. Yana, go play. Kwame, I was going to withdraw people with injuries. And like he kind of needs this. It's the 75. At the same time, he doesn't, and I'll just pull out. Like this is to solidify a bunch of their rankings and everything, and Yana goes ahead and wins, and that's fine. People are just gonna have to deal with being really tired and really kind of in a bad place. Because yeah, because that's it. So yeah, Yana's dying, but she's in a phenomenal spot. Antonius is in a great spot there. Kwame's in a great spot. Hannah's in a good spot. She would, she didn't win the one tournament she should have been nailed on for winning. I'm going to go back to being very, very light training. So every week, every Monday, if I can, I'm just going to come in and change all of it to very light training. Yeah. And I'm just going to try and manage this so hard because they're playing back to back to back in some cases. And I don't love that, but we do have sponsor goals, and I would like to get to them if I can. Also, the quicker we beat our opponents, the less tired we're going to get from playing them. And so even though we lost the set, was this 21 games? That's like a 6-5, 6-4 win. So, probably didn't take too long to tire us out too much. So 100,000, 240,000, which is those two for everything. So that's like 90, 100 grand. So we had 120, I think. Then we have like 100 there. Play this little quarterfinal then. I was looking for the sim button without being on this screen. 6 love 6-3. And then we get knocked out semi-final. Hannah just doesn't want to win one of these rookie tournaments. She just absolutely doesn't want to. Okay, well, those qualifiers should count as... Those qualifiers should count, right? As a tournament. I hope they do. If they do, that puts us in a good spot. We could actually just book qualifiers every other week and get knocked out of those qualifiers and just get basically one match every 2 weeks, not be super tired, not be injury risk, and just like fly through as much as we can. See, anticipation from Michael, backhand consistency from Moise. That's all good. Light prep. We seem to be doing okay here for the tournaments we're playing. We seem to be doing okay. So Moise, Antonius. Moise gets knocked out. Antonius goes through. Hortel's now at level 2, so we're coming strong at the end of this year with a bit of a push. Antonius gets knocked out. They can have some rest. They're going to be absolutely fine. Moving in towards the end of that tournament. Junior finals has been accepted. Mandatory tour finals for Kwame. Don't like that, but that's fine. So yeah, serve consistency for Antonius, counter for Yana. Not bad at all. And again on the Monday, light prep. I'm gonna just power through as we can. My goal with the heliport now being done is just to get through to the end of this year as much as possible. Says that all of our upgrades done. Yes. Okay. That's all of the upgrades done. We do have 2 trainers we can use. We have a physio we can use. So we are just that staff member away, that coach away from being able to add a new player. Don't think we need to. Think we're okay. We haven't completed the average rating, and that's because I think it's very difficult to get up with the amount of money we're making, and kind of build that reputation out. But we do have 400,000, and we are making decent amounts of money. So my question then is, maybe I save to get the Sports HQ going, because I think baseline we're okay everywhere. The only thing we don't have is a country club at level 1. I do feel that maybe we can get that. It's not going to be much money, but it is cheap. I think it's worth doing right now. So yeah, if we do that, everything will be at least level 1 across the board with the video and tactical room. And then I think we just save up and we get the Sports HQ whenever we're ready to get someone new on the team. As long as we have this money in the bank, we can do this about a month or so it'll take, I believe. We could probably check, right? 2 months. Okay. So that would need to be done 2 months out. This should take 3 months to go into next season. But that's fine. I don't mind it going into next season. And there's nothing here that's kind of easy. So might as well just spend that money then. We're going to throw that in and get the psychology department up to 2. And that's going to help us out a little bit here with the recovery time, the down time, and injury reduction as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hannah's 180 in the world. Moyes is 248. Antonius is 532. And Jana's the number 2 ranked girl, who just so happens to be also in the 1200s. So absolutely fine. Hannah wins. Jana wins. Hannah gets knocked out. Very unfortunate. Yeah, it's normal to get disappointed. Disappointed turn of reverse. Mix of things turned it against her. Yeah, she needs to believe herself. I'll take full blame. Like, only a quarterfinals of a rookie is poor, but that's fine. It's not really like I could do anything about that. She just doesn't seem to be winning those tournaments. So we've got our tournaments booked out. Do I have a problem? You really mean what you said to those tournaments? What, that you're upset and it was totally my fault that we lost? Yeah, these events just aren't making sense anymore. They were. No, they're not. And our relation's gone down because of it, which is really kind of dumb. Really kind of dumb. Yeah, other people getting knocked out. Good, good, good. Because that allows me to go into make sure that everybody is set to light workloads. They are. So when they get knocked out, they'll be absolutely fine. Moyes, I said, when you get knocked out, not go win the whole damn tournament. But sometimes he doesn't listen. Sometimes he does not listen. Okay, so the only one playing this week is going to be Michael, which is good because the others have some issues going on. Hannah tactically doing okay as well. Moyes wins a little rookie. Yeah, this should have all been light. Don't think it's going to end up being light, but it should have been light. Yeah. That's fine. Didn't look very light to me, but maybe it was. Drop shot for Yana and for Hannah. Moyes' agility very, very close now. Everyone going into this. And yeah, our form's completely out the window. Hannah will win. Moyes will win. And Yana will get knocked out. Hannah will win. Moyes will win. Yana gets knocked out. Hannah will win. Moyes gets knocked out at the semi-finals of the Junior Tour. Oh. That's not the button I meant to press. Let's get our motivation up. Because everything else looked good. Motivation was the one thing that didn't look great. Get our motivation up even more. Let's see. Viewing speed. Default camera. Top. Those, I guess. There we go. So that'll kind of set us up in a good place to be able to watch, but also just have it go really quickly unless we want to pull it down. We were 4-1 up, and then we went to 5-all, and now into a tiebreaker, which we're going to lose. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't love that. This is also another way of watching it in the match beats. But, let's go and work hard. Let's go and work hard. That was just terrible. We were like really, really good. And then halfway through the first set, we just suddenly looked atrocious. So, interesting. Not amazing. Just really don't like that. Really don't like that. But back-to-back tournaments. And we get knocked out nice and early. don't really mind that, if I'm honest. We've got our confirmation that Hannah played 20 tournaments, that Moyes played 20 tournaments, that Yana needs to play one more, and Antonius needs to play one more. They are currently playing. I just don't know if these are gonna count, because he's not in the World Cup like I thought he might be. And so, yeah, we might not get the 30 grand here. And more annoyingly, if the World Cup doesn't count, we wouldn't get this 125 grand. But we have had this 250 and 230 odds, so that's why we got money in the bank again. And so we're already quite close here. I'm just wondering, what's it worth spending on right now? Like, what actually makes sense to me? It might just be the restaurant. It might just be the restaurant. So if we spend on the restaurant now, we get ahead of that. That'll be absolutely fine. Kwame having a little fun. So, little semi-finalist there. And so, yeah, with the World Cup coming, Yana, the only one really left with a tournament that needs one. And I've just got level 5. I can get all the way up to a level 20 serve. I guess I can just keep going to 8s. That's fun. Another level up. Pretty decent. And yeah, this brings us to the World Cup week. And Yana should be playing in this tournament. And that doesn't count, I guess. Probably. So, okay. Not perfect, good results. Yep. He thanks me. Unfortunately, I didn't meet all my sports goals. Okay, so Yana has a little bit of attitude about her sports goals that we didn't fit. We hit everything apart from a top 5. She came 6th. Right. Okay. Antonius killed all his. Moyes killed all his. And yeah, Hannah lost in a rookie final and then decided to not even make rookie finals in like 4 other appearances, despite being someone who, if we'd have played in the Pro 50s and 75s and 100s that we were doing really well in, might have broken into the top 150 in the world. I don't fully believe that it's my fault that we didn't hit the goals, but yeah, that's fine. Video and tactical room is up and running. Yana won and lost her quarterfinal. That is very, very impressive. And I think she lost the final as well. So yeah, she did quite well, I guess. So yeah, none of Yana's contracts came in, sadly. So that's 100 grand left on the table. We were one tournament away. I was really focused more on development, which I think worked out. She ended up as like the number 2 girl at one point, so I definitely feel that was the right way forward. And then everybody else's came in 179,000 for Hannah. Moyes had 185,500, and Antonius brought 24 grand to the table as well. So I'm pretty happy with that, and that's kept us, in the black. We are paying back a loan, but everything's good. So your player's rise to be meteoric. Do you think he would have had such good results without you? And then it's she. So I'm guessing this is Hannah. Like, there's plenty of room up here. So like, why doesn't this United Tennis here move this over a little bit so you got the picture and his name, and then over here, what player we're actually talking about? Because I do get asked about other players sometimes. Like, that would just expand your horizons so much and be able to easily tell and fix all these he, she stuff to, like, they're definitely populating correctly here. So why aren't the questions populating correctly? That would be my question to you. So yeah, hopefully the game gets fixed a little there. So yeah, what a team. Have I pinpointed any of the weak spots? Yeah, we know our strengths and weaknesses. We're going to work hard. And we got the plan for the coming year. Yeah, same philosophy as last year. Okay. A little bit of a nothing. Yeah, Contavite has developed okay, honestly. I just don't think that there's any of them worth keeping. They don't have potential. Uh, Antonius ended up quite well overall. Yana did back off towards the end. She was playing in a couple of these. Sorry, in one of the qualifiers for a women's tournament, so we actually somehow got inside the top 1200, which is nuts. Kwame keeps falling down the juniors, which is good. Maybe he'll be stopped booking in stupid tournaments and allowed to focus on becoming a top 200 player. And Hannah finishes at 175, which is pretty dang good. And yeah, we definitely spent more money than we earned, but that's kind of what we had to do. We didn't complete the average ratings despite upgrading probably double digits of facilities. So I don't think that that was something that we could realistically expect to do under those circumstances. So we're here week 47. On to week 48 with our holidays. Everybody here is shattered. So we're top 500 in the world with Michael Antonius, top 1200 in the world from Yana. We are almost just outside the top 200 for Moise Kwame. And Hannah is 169. Very, very impressive. So 2 months left on the restaurant, 9 days left on the country club. 1 month left on our psychology department. Those are our buildings still to be upgraded. Things are moving on quite nicely, I feel. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Our reputation is going to take a long time to go up because we need to build a lot of facilities to get there. But from a player point of view, at the end of this season, Antonius looks very well-rounded, not many weaknesses, just very solid. A little bit work on the fitness and the physicality, a little bit of work on the serve, and we'll see kind of what he can do on the men's tour next season. Yana, exactly the same, very well-rounded. Only thing not double digits is a volley. More work on physicality, more work on that serve, and she should be kind of good to enter the women's tour and have a little bit of success at a low level. Moyes is just great again, underspin. Only thing not double digit. Physicality's pretty good. Needs a serve to back it up now. His all-round game, mentally, physically, forehand, backhand consistency, his volleys, his timing, like there's some real bright points. Needs that serve and a serve consistency as well, especially really to make an impact at that next level. And then Hannah, mentally, I think we're in a really good place. Composure's a little low, sure, but it's only really the physicality letting her down. And yeah, we're seeing kind of what a good serve and a rounded skill set takes you to. So increase that physicality, keep working hard, and I think we'll be good. But that's where everybody is right now. So Antonius likes us a decent amount. Yana just doesn't like us. Kwame's kind of unsure on us, and Hannah does like us a lot. So that's the end of the second season. It's a bit of a long one here, but yeah, I hope you enjoy this run to the end of the season, seeing if we could get that money for the sponsorship objectives finally at the end. We almost hit them. We almost hit all 4 goals for all our players. Satisfaction was quite high. Success was high. Growth was high. Development of facilities high this year. So I feel pretty good. I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope you feel good about it too. Let me know, comment section down below, kind of any suggestions, or if you thought I did things well or wrong, or how to kind of spread things out a little better throughout the season, and kind of keep an eye on it so I'm not rushing so hard to make sure everyone's hitting their goals, basically. A little bit of a problem, I think, at the end of the season, but I feel we managed it okay. It wasn't amazing, but we did manage it okay, I think. So, yeah, let me know, like I say, on all of that. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other playlists. Check out my other series we've got going on here on YouTube. Daily uploads, as always. And memberships available on the page as well if you are interested. But with Season 2 in the books, we can start looking forward to Season 3. We'll kick that off very soon. I'll see you back here then. Until such time, thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. Good luck. All the best to you. And stay safe out there. Easy to get injured when you're playing 3 tournaments in 3 weeks.